Somebody asked me what I wanted for Christmas yesterday. At first I told him I'd be happy with just a guitar to play on. Doesn't even have to be mine, just one I have access to. Since then, only one thing I want. And that would be for everybody that sees this, I would really appreciate it. If you reached out to Judge Bartow, Cherokee Nation District Court in Tahlequah. You see, he will not enforce the protection orders that he granted my dad anymore because I've openly, purposely, intentionally violated them multiple times on my TikTok videos, challenging them to be enforced. The reason he won't do it is after 4 years of taking away my freedoms and costing me everything, when the facts of the case that he was missing, which led him to make those mistakes in my case, those facts that he was missing were about to bite him in the ass after 4 years of biting me in the ass. And I knew he was innocent of what he was about to be accused of, just like I was innocent. I couldn't let harm come to an innocent. So I went to Judge Dallas, Municipal Court in Tahlequah. And I told her, Judge Bartow's about to make a huge mistake. He's about to lose his seat on the bench if he doesn't stop and take a good look at everything that's going on, all the facts that he's not gotten from his public pretender. Next day in court, I was anticipating going to jail because I had violated his protection order. Then it was more unintentionally, but I knew I had done it. So I was expected to go back to jail, and I was so shaking and terrified, so traumatized by the thought of having my freedoms taken away again. Judge Bartow glanced at me for a split second. He didn't throw me in jail like I was expecting, but during that split second when he looked at me, I saw remorse in his eyes. He knew at that moment that my dad had been lying to him. Not intentionally. As I've said, my dad believes what he's saying is true. But he knew that I was truly innocent, and he had taken away 2.5 years of my life with his mistake. That can't be God. I'll never get that back. But he won't enforce that protection order, and he knows it's based and granted on a lie. And I've written him, pleaded with him, even scolded him, because he's not acting like a Cherokee. The Cherokee has compassion, and he won't rescind the order because it looks bad on his reputation. He doesn't care that that bullshit protection order is the only thing making my dad not realize he's been in the wrong for 4 years. For a lot longer. Because until it's rescinded, my dad still has something to grasp onto that tells him he's right. And until my dad realizes that, I have no children, I have no family. The things I lost because my dad chose to speak on his delusions and people chose to assume that he was speaking the truth. The arrogance of their assumptions cost me everything. But I don't hate. Judge Bartow was responsible for the most losses because he simply wouldn't look and assumed my evidence was photoshopped, even though I gave sources. I can't say that I ain't ever made assumptions. I know I'd avoid them now because I know what they cost. So if there was anything I wanted for Christmas, it would be everybody who sees this calling Judge Luke Bartow, Cherokee Nation District Court in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, demanding that he do the right thing and rescind that order so that I can right the wrong, trusting my children with a man nobody saw was having delusions. And his delusions are about me. He can't and refuses to see me for who and what I am, but has rather convinced others that I'm some devil. In all actuality, he's the devil. He just doesn't see it. If enough people were to contact the court, my dad realized he was wrong. Children will realize I wasn't in their life because I didn't love them. I was in their life because I was made to believe. I wasn't in their life because I was made to believe that that was necessary if I wanted them to have a happy childhood. It was too late before I realized the man that taught me that and told me that and convinced me of those things was sick. And I shouldn't have trusted his word blindly. Because only a fool takes the word of a man blindly. An arrogant one at